What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is finally the day. It's Monday, it's around 9 AM and we're going to go to the Geneva Motor Show. Welcome to Switzerland everybody. We went through the toll booth just way back there. And, well, that means we are now not very far away from Geneva. It's just a shame that the weather is this crap. It's been raining for like 15 minutes. So yeah, it's a real shame. I wanted to show you the lake, especially as we're nearing Geneva. I've always liked coming to Geneva because, well, you always see outrageous cars just casually driving around. Like Maseratis, Teslas, Porsches, Bentleys, I don't know, Ferraris. I even saw a Ford GT once. So yeah, you name it, it's there. So, we finally made it to the show, and as you'd expect, there's a shit ton of people around the Lamborghini, Bugatti booths, even at Porsche. There's a little people at Audi, but not that much. But I found an opening, and behind me is the Rimac Concept 2, a car that I haven't really talked about. So it's the successor to the Concept 1 that Hammond crashed in the episode of the Grand Tour. But anyway, I don't have any of the technical specs because, well, it's not shown anywhere. Oh, it's shown over there, but there's people there, so we're going to keep it here, keep it simple. And I really think it looks absolutely fantastic, this car. And my girlfriend's laughing because if you watch my first video, I do say it looks fantastic a lot. If you look over here, it's actually coatings here with their Regera, and there's Tesco. So if you look behind me, there's the full carbon Regera, and it looks stunning. It looks even better than in the pictures. I know, it's mind-boggling. It looks so good. I'm lost for words pretty much. It looks much better than that thing, that Jessica. are back from lunch break and we made it to the Toyota booth. Behind me is the Toyota Yaris WRC, or at least a replica of it, driven by Tanak. It's quite a magnificent car, I have to say. Behind it is the Supra GT4, but if you look in that direction, there's the new Supra behind the curtains. So we're going to see that, and we'll see if the hate is deserved. So this is it, the new Supra. Well, this one here is actually the GR Sport version. So that's the GR Supra, as written here. Let's see if I can try and get into it. So from what I've read, there's actually a lot of BMW parts, and you can certainly see it. Let me see if I can open it. Oh yes, it is open. Let's get in. So first thoughts are, this is actually a pretty nice interior, I have to say. There is the BMW mark, obviously, like on the shift knob, even the steering wheel, and this whole aircon assembly. Even that screen is from the 1 Series, I believe. But otherwise, it's pretty well done, I have to say. The 4 leather looks pretty good. The plastics are, well, alright. And if I close the door here, it's actually pretty quiet in it. Yeah, it's actually very quiet. I do like that. Over here we are getting a bit face to face, quite literally I should say, with the Corolla GR Sport. I have to say, this grey looks very good. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the pictures, but it's a very light grey that I quite like, and it seems that there's a pearlescent layer on top of it from everything that I see. But otherwise, and it's a pretty damn good looking car. I have to say, they really did a good job on the design of the new Corolla. I am a bit close because, well, I didn't have much of a gap to go through. But it's very well done. It reminds me of the last generation Mazda 3, which was a car that I actually really liked. Tell me, why is it whenever I want to take a video, there's music playing? Holy shit! So we have 2 Renault Megane RS.
Bonjour und herzlich willkommen. Je suis ravie de vous accueillir pour ce stand où quand on parle de technique.
They're still in my job. I actually may want to steal his camera. Look at it. And I stumbled across this little guy. It's the Nissan GTR 50 by Ital Design, as written there. I knew about it. I didn't really like it at the time, but it looks less worse in the flesh than on the photos. So yeah, it's a nice piece of car, and I certainly didn't expect it to show up here. So one of you guys asked me if I could take as much detail of the Honda E prototype as possible. So here it is. This is the prototype. It's based on another prototype, which seems rather strange, but it is based on the Honda EV prototype. And I have to say, I did like the EV prototype a lot more than this, to be honest. I did boycott Mitsubishi because, well, they're not making anything interesting. They're over there, by the way. So yeah, they only make the Outlander and the ASX. The only new thing is the new L200. But yeah, other than that, they don't make anything else, I guess. But let's have a look at the interior. The interior looks pretty good, I have to say. Well, then again, it's a prototype, but I do like the little touches of wood, even if it is fake wood. In the final version of the car, it still looks rather good. And I have to say, the virtual cockpit and the full screen dashboard are looking terrific on this car. I know it's not going to be the same on the production car, but that is still a pretty good thing. I do like it. I do like it more and more. So without much of a surprise, they obviously brought the two Civics Type Rs. So there's one over here and there's one over there. But they've also brought a Civic TCR, which is much more interesting to look at. And they have brought their F1 cars. Well, both F1 cars powered by Honda. So there's the Red Bull here, well, the Red Bull's there, and that's the Toro Rosso. Pretty much the same thing, to be honest. But yeah, so this is it. It's a mock-up, obviously. Well, I don't know if it's a mock-up. Maybe it is the real deal, but the wheel is certainly a mock-up. But yeah, it looks good. It may be a 2018 car with 2019 livery, as they do. But yeah, it looks like it's a 2018 car just because of the front wing. But it does look good, and there's the NSX just right there. So yeah, pretty much nothing new. I know they did bring a lot of their bikes. The bikes are just right there. So they did bring a lot of that. So they used the space that Ford left to pretty much expand their booth, and it is absolutely massive. So as I said, this is the Red Bull, and well, from the looks of it, it may be the 2019 model. Oh no, it's not. Wait, you have the picture. So it is what I said. It's a 2018 model with the 2019 livery on, as they do a lot of times to test the new liveries out. Okay, but it's still a pretty good car to see. And here is another. Well, you do it every single time. It's the Red Bull.
Blah, blah, blah.
So here we have another F1 car. This time it's from Alfa Romeo. So it's a trend we see this year at Geneva, where every single manufacturer, it seems, has brought their F1 car. So for now we've seen the Alfa Romeo, both of the Honda powered cars, and the Renault, the RS 18, I guess it was 17, I don't know. But they had the Renault F1 car, and there's Mercedes. Mercedes have, oh yeah, there's a Mercedes that was upstairs. So yeah, a lot of people have brought their all of their F1 cars. This is why we've come to Alfa Romeo in the first place. This is the Giulia Quattro Formaggio Foglio thing in the exclusive Alfa Romeo Racing livery. It does look good, I have to say, and I thought this was black, but actually, if you do look at it, it's blue. It's actually a very dark blue, and it goes with the car quite good. There's a bit of carbon fiber everywhere, and even the tire lettering is, well, just like an F1 car. And it looks very good. And there's the Stelvio Q4 as well, in the same sort of livery. That still looks good, even on an SUV. I am not a big fan of the SUV. But well, to me the Stelvio looks like a Giulia that's on stilts. So yeah, that may be that. So this is Ferrari's offering in terms of cars, but as you can see, well, the booth is pretty much packed. There's not a lot of spaces where I can show you the cars, so you can see the second F8 that's in red there, and if you can see, you can just about make out the F1 car. There's an 812 Superfast here and there, but that's blocked by people, and there's another car there, but I can't make out what it is. So yeah, it's just packed. Even though we came on a Monday, there's still a lot of people. And coming here, well, there's not a lot of people to Maserati, and it seems they have a Gran Turismo in a version that I do not recognize. I can't see what's written on the blurb there, but they have also a Levante, which is not very interesting. What's more interesting is this Gran Turismo. Looks absolutely stunning, especially in this color. This flat grey color is pretty suiting, actually. It gives an overall aura to the car that I do really like. Aren't you a good looking car? look at you. There's not much going on at McLaren. So yeah, they brought this 720S, and that's another 720S, I guess. Yeah, from the looks of it, from the badges, it's another 720S, and that's the new 600 LT. Unfortunately, as with all the supercars, there are a lot of people, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to show you much more than this, I'm afraid. There was, as I said, a speed tail, but that was moved to the VIP booth, so this is Mazda's offering. This is what the Mazda 3 is going to look like. Well, from now on, actually. We have the little SUV that I'm going to see just after this. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks better in person, as everything does. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'm still not a fan of the rear, but fortunately it's not very long. It's a lot shorter than what I expected it to be, so that is a good thing. But I don't think they brought a sedan with them. Never mind, found it. So this is the sedan version. It looks a lot better. It looks like a Mazda 6, dare I say. But yeah, if you're looking for a small Japanese sedan, this may be your way to go in 2019. So let's go see the other little SUV that they've brought with them. And this is it. So apparently it's called the CX-30. And well, by the looks of it, it looks like a Crona, especially with those real arches. It looks really reminiscent of a Hyundai Crona. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just not a fan of the plastic arches. But otherwise it looks like a CX-3. Like a normal CX-3 with some plastic over it. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. I thought it was going to be an all new thing, but apparently it's not. Here we have another F1 car on the Petronas booth. So it's actually a W10, as you can see from this little badge. And it is Lewis Hamilton's, because that's the number 44, sorry. So yeah, that's actually the second Mercedes F1 car that they have at this year's motor show. The other one is on the FIA booth. This here is the new Stratos in its full Alitalia livery glory. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the front. I think the rear is very well represented, but I'm not too keen on the front. I don't know, the lights are strange to me. But oh well, this is what it's going to look like. But other than that, it's a beautiful little car. We are now on Peugeot's booth, as you can see by that big ass lion there. And this is the Peugeot Sport Engineered, the 508. And it does look good. I see a lot of flake in the paint, which does look good. And that's the new Peugeot Vacuum there. Yeah, it does look very pretty. I really like the acid green little details on the vents there and on the red calipers. Other than that, it's a pretty much standard 508 interior with a bit of, well, real carbon fiber this time. So yeah, it does look very, very pretty. And this is the E-Legend. It's the first time I see it in person. It does look very, very good. It looks like a 504, but with modern lines. I'm just not a fan of the rims, but that's just personal preference. And I'm not too keen on the blue interior, to be honest. But other than that, it looks like pretty much any other concept car. It looks very well made, however, unlike a lot of other concept cars. Oh, this is it. So this is the new M8, just called the 8 on this registration plate. It's grey, but as you can see on the video, it's got a gold pearlescent applied to it. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of it, but I do think otherwise the car in itself looks rather good. Let me get you a better shot. Yeah, that's a better shot. So this is how it will look in its production version. And yeah, all in all, well, it's the M8. What can I say? It's the biggest freaking thing in the whole universe. actually, it's pretty huge, yeah. It's very, it's quite a long walk to go all around it. But other than that, it looks fabulous. It looks just like the M8 Grand Coupe did last year. But I did prefer the green. I don't like the color that the concept car was presented in. So yeah, that is just one of the shames. Hopefully it's an option that you can choose for this one. The car that we are arriving to is the new 7 Series. The front grille is absolutely massive. Why is it that big? Did it need to be that big? I don't think so. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much the only drawback I can give it. It's pretty staggering looking car. Again, it's pretty long, so it's quite a long walk around it. Oh shit, I'm on some moving platforms. Wait a sec. I guess I'll hear the boot's open, but well, you can imagine what it will look like when the boot's closed. Oh wait, she's closing the boot. Oh, that's pretty nice. Thank you, kind lady. And this is the Supra's bastard son. The BMW Z4, the new Z4. Or is it a twin of the Supra? It certainly has the same engine, same chassis, although the Supra's chassis was reworked by Toyota themselves. What are you doing? Q. It's not a car that I particularly like. I don't know, I think the concept car looked way better than this. But yeah, it's a Z4 M40i, this one, so it's not even the base model Z4. This is the M version of it. And it does look quite good. But yeah, I think the concept car looked way better. Forged carbon is quite a trend this year, especially on a particular car. Well, there's this Bentley, I didn't even see it, but yeah, forged carbon. So let's see what elements are forged carbon. You can see the front splitter, the bumper, most of it. The bonnet is forged carbon, there's the door mirror cover. The roof is actually one thing that's not forged carbon. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's the Rolls-Royce SUV here with the Mansory touch, obviously, and well, here it is. This is the Mansory Chiron Centauria. Is it good looking? I don't know. My girlfriend would say it isn't, but I don't know. I do like the styling. The styling I can get behind. The execution maybe not so much, because I really don't like the forged carbon. I think it's too much, and it really doesn't suit this car. I think touches of forged carbon would be a lot better on this car than what they've done here. A bit like on the Lamborghini, the Huracan Performante, so it only has a few details that are forged carbon. This just going full forged carbon is, yeah, it's too much. I do like the blue, however, so that's a good point, I guess. Hey! Just as we're leaving, the sun's out and the fountain's out as well. Look at that. So, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video, or whatever comes out of this, I guess. Battery died mid filming, so yeah, the rest of the show was filmed using my phone. Moral of the story is, buy more batteries, I guess. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, and yeah, just in general, tell me what I can do better, change things up a bit, or even give me suggestions. Stay safe and keep on drifting. See ya.